evening and welcome to the Sports Bar Weekender with me, Majestic, alongside former Liverpool winger Jermaine Pennant. I can't have all this upbeat music behind me because Spurs have been embarrassed once again at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That's right, Fulham. What did they ask Santa Claus for Christmas? An away win. What did they get? An away win. Embarrassing once again. Players annoyed that the fans are booing them. They've got every reason in the world. Are you sick of Thomas Frank already? Or does it lie with the players as well? Give us a call, 03717 223344, as once again, at the £1 billion stadium, where Beyonce lives. It's the home of concerts, F1, boxing, but is it the home of any good football? No, it's not. Give us a call. It's Majestic, it's JP. This is the Sports Bar Weekender. Right, JP, get out of the way. Get the laughing out of the way. Do it now.
Has anyone seen Majestic, Jamie O'Hara,
I'm here.
Glenn Arnold, Ozzy our dealers? You boys took one hell of a meeting.
Hell of a meeting. Oh, mate. When I got the call, yeah, I looked at it, it was like 8 o'clock, Saturday night kickoff, which is terrible, by the way, anyway. Yeah. And I was like, should I go to Spurs or should I come on air and probably be embarrassed by my team once again? So I thought I'd come here for punishment. So we're going to go straight to the phone lines because I want my Spurs, my fellow Spurs brethren, to have their say. Let's go to Darren. How are we, Darren?
Oh, boys.
Right.
Listen, Jason Cundy will be having a field day, but we need to realise this, right? This is I'm with my 10-year-old son now in the car, right?
What's his name, Darren?
His name is Shalom. Shalom, say hello.
Hello.
All right, mate.
Listen, it's my grandfather started going to Spurs in the 50s. This is his first ever game, fourth generation, and it is abysmal. It's absolutely abysmal. And to be honest, I'll be quite frank with you, pun intended.
Pun intended,
it's
indeed.
not good enough. The squad is just not good enough. Since Kane left, we haven't replaced him. Since Pochettino left, we haven't replaced him. And it's absolutely awful.
Was the game? Was your first game for your 10-year-old son?
Yeah, I'm on my way back from the game now.
Right. So what did you think when you saw Vicario in the corner? Because I knew what I thought when I was watching that. I knew what was going to happen.
To be fair, right, I understood what he was thinking. He's thinking, we're 1-0 down, I'll play it out and create something. But it's just, do you know what? They're playing with, it's like when England used to play, you know, in old World Cups and Euros before Southgate, where they're playing and you can see the pressure on their shoulders. And you can see it now. The atmosphere was as poor, I think, as it's ever been without people getting behind the team. I'll be honest with you, the last game I went to before this was Bilbao. And I've not been since Bilbao because it's been that poor. Bilbao was so poor.
Dreadful, wasn't it?
To be honest, they should have cancelled the game at half-time and neither team should have won. That's how poor it was. But I've not been since then, and it's got worse. It's absolutely got worse.
Darren, what's the solution, though? What's the solution for you, in your opinion?
I've got to be honest, at this point I don't know.
Yeah.
Levy's gone. Obviously the owners haven't changed.
Are we just biding our time till January to see what they can do then?
You know what? Do you know what I'm biding my time till? A lot of Spurs fans disagree with this, but I have to be honest and say it.
What?
I'm biding my time till the summer, till Pochettino leaves the USA and bring him back.
Yeah.
You know what? I've not seen, since Pochettino, I don't think I've enjoyed a single game watching Tottenham. It's been absolutely abysmal. Bring him back, see what happens. If it doesn't happen, all right, we'll move on. But you can't know that you've got to move on until you bring him back because it can't get worse.
Darren, great call. Thank you very much. Let's go straight to G, who joins us. How are we, G?
Midge. Don't, mate. Listen.
If I was there, I'd be holding you right now. Come here. Because it's therapy
mate.
with one of your own. And I tell you what, mate, it's getting worse.
Mate. Serious. Have you got the violin on? Can you play the violin?
Yeah, we need the violins. We need, because I tell you what, this is good.
Listen, mate. So that last caller there, yeah, my heart and soul goes out to him. All right? You got to remember, his son was there. By the way, I've got a croaky voice. This is natural.
I like it.
Listen, and his grandfather, like his father was there, and his grandfather was like, listen, we're talking about a generation looking at this, looking at that. They're watching that, and it is awful.
What do we do? Gee, what do we do?
You know what we do, Midge? Listen, by the way, Midge, you're a ledge.
Thank you, brother.
Can I just say that, yeah? You know what I mean? instead of putting those sort of violins on, mate, you should put some break beats down, you know what I mean? You should smash that sort
I
of
think
thing.
you guys need more than violin.
Yeah. What do we need,
listen,
JP?
mate, we need an orchestra.
You
We
need
don't
the
need
lot.
one
You
violin.
need the
We need the
church. You
orchestra
need the
and the
Pope.
Royal Albert Hall. Mate, but I just
You need Jesus.
listen. We need to bite our tongues, but we haven't got that long of a tongue. Mark my words.
Has Thomas Frank got long? Is he the man?
How long's a piece of string in North London?
All right. But what I'm saying is, if these results continue, is it time?
But do you know what, JP? It's been Angie's fault. It's been Nuno's fault. It's been Conte's fault. When Conte called those players out against Southampton, we were 3-1 up. We ended up drawing 3-0. He said, these players do not want to play under pressure. It always ends back on the manager. And I am tonight going to expose what this is. There is an undercore. There is an underbelly. And this is why other clubs laugh at Spurs. And this is why other clubs laugh at our fans when we get deluded about things. I know what we are as a football club. Yeah. And what we are is we are where we are. We shop in second-rate shops, yeah? Like, for example, tonight, Xavi Simons, who clearly is a footballer, a decent footballer, is not ready for the Premier League yet, yeah? We could have had Eberechi Eze. We could have had Morgan Gibbs-White, but we don't want to do the deals, yeah? So we are living off the legacy of Daniel Levy, and that's still affecting us. Let's go to GJ, because I've had him on loads, and GJ last week was annoyed. GJ, what's going on?
Oh, lads, you know what, right? I couldn't go tonight because
Thank God.
I got summoned into cat-sitting duties, but I got out of it. I mean, I dodged a bullet there, didn't I?
Oh, mate, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you know what I've got to say? First things first, the atmosphere was absolutely flat, right? I watched the Everton game before, and even though they got spanked, the crowd were way more fired up. And by the way, what a goal that was by Dewsbury Hall. That was straight out of the Bergkamp catalogue, I have to say that.
Yeah, I just... Do you know what it looks like, right? I'm going to give my opinion there. Is the team still looks hungover from that North London battering. The team, I don't think they've recovered. I don't think the fans have recovered. The players haven't recovered from that absolutely slaughtering at the Emirates.
Oh, that, yeah, absolutely.
No,
the fans and the players haven't recovered. The team hasn't recovered.
No.
Second half, you look a little bit better. But first half was absolutely, shocking.
Can we quickly just talk about Vicario, because I've called him out on the Inside Spurs podcast here on talkSPORT. He is not a number one, right? And let me ask you, because you're the professional, JP, you've been there, you've done it. If you look back in those sticks and you see someone that you don't trust as a footballer, and you know when you play football with someone, I don't really fancy him, right? Have you ever been in that situation and the team don't rely on that keeper?
Well, you know someone's a weakling,
yes,
and you don't want to pass the ball in certain situations because you know it could go left or right. So yeah, the defenders will not have that backing, will not have that trust in Vicario at times. And when you haven't got the trust in your goalkeeper, that puts you slightly on the back foot. Rather than being up, comfortable, composed, knowing that your goalkeeper's got this, you're on edge every minute when the ball goes back to him. Rather than sometimes playing back to your goalkeeper, then playing out to the other side, you're playing it back hesitant, like, shall I really do this? And that's going to affect the whole of the defence.
Absolutely. Thank you, GJ. Let's go straight to Chris, who's a Spurs fan as well. The phone lines are lit up with angry Spurs fan. Chris, what do we make of it?
Oh, I didn't imagine that. Jesus Christ! Oh, that was awful.
Second half was better, though.
Yeah, no, but honestly, the thing is, though, look, I am frustrated, and do forgive me about my frustration. I'm just, oh God, honestly, it's turgid football. But the thing is that we can't blame Thomas Frank. Let's get to this bit. Look, this is a hangover.
Why not?
As you say,
No. I have to agree. I have to agree with Chris there. I don't think, especially tonight, when you're a manager, you don't expect Vicario to go and do that after 6 minutes, do you?
Yeah, but it should have been 4. It should have been 4-0 about half time.
Yeah, but when your goalkeeper's done that at that early stage of the game, your heads are gone. You're trying to recover. What the hell? It's just like it's like in a boxing fight. When's the most vulnerable time for a boxer? First round, they get knocked down. You know, it's the same thing. They got to get their heads back in the game. Right now, I have to say, it's just worrying, isn't it?
No, Thomas Frank and Arnie Slot are running on a tightrope right now.
Well, yeah, but let's not forget Ruben Amorim is also a tightrope as well, Jermaine. Yeah, no, but the thing is, though, look, this club needs root and branch reform. Simple as. you look at what Newcastle have done since the Saudis have come over, right? They've got new directors of football, the recruitment's better. I mean, look at them. They sold Isak and they've got Voltamade, who's even better than the guy they got rid of, right? And the thing is, we've got players like Mattis, Tell.
But you say that, Chris. Newcastle are on the same points as us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on. It's just won 4-1 tonight. They
won 4-1 tonight, but we beat Everton 3-0. We didn't concede against Everton. It's sometimes we always look at other clubs, what they're doing, what's going on. With Spurs right now, I'm with you. It needs to be start again. And this whole thing.
Look, let me say
Go on, Jay.
What's not acceptable for Spurs is that you've won one home game this season, and that was against Burnley.
Correct.
You've drew to Wolves, who were rock bottom of the table at home, who were most probably going to get relegated. Right now, the worst team in the league. You have not won a game at home in the Premier League this season. That in itself, forget the points or where you are, that in itself is not acceptable.
No, it isn't acceptable. I agree. But as I say, like the other caller said, we are shopping in Poundland for players. That's what we do. Getting Destiny Doggy, Kevin Danso, Jed Spence. Jed Spence is not even good enough for getting the championship. But
the problem is, Chris, do you know, I'll say this.
New, though.
But I'll say this, right? For example, when we bought Dele Alli for £5 million, right, and he turned out to be incredible for those few seasons that he was amazing, right? Yeah, if Spurs started buying from the Championship, and there's some amazing players in the Championship, by the way, fans would turn. Our fan base are part of the problem. I'm part of the fan base. We don't know what we want. We don't know what we want. We don't know whether we want to win ugly.
We want to win. We will win.
But we want to win. But when we win and it's ugly under Conte, it's boring. Then it's like Conte goes, we got big hands, and it's like, woohoo! It's crazy for a bit.
All right, let me ask both of you a question. When was the last time Spurs went out and bought a marquee player?
This is what I'm saying. 1994, Jurgen Klinsmann.
Right. So you can't start blaming. We've shop it here. That's what you've done throughout most of your history.
Oh no, we have.
But the recruitment's been poor. That you can still buy decent players. For example, like Brighton or Bournemouth don't go out and buy marquee players on a regular basis. Yeah, but their recruitment's been a lot better.
But they make a marquee and then people buy them.
Yes. For example, Crystal Palace, Elise, Eze, etc. But if we went to buy, if we bought Elise and Eze from Reading, right, our fans would be like, "What are we buying from Reading for?" It's the same way we're going, "Oh, Thomas Frank's not good enough for Spurs. He was only at Brentford." The last good manager that we had, that everybody loved, came from Southampton. Pochettino. Anyway, great call. Thank you. Let's go to Jamie, who joins us on the Sports Bar Weekend now. Are we, Jay?
Oh, mate, it's every week now. It's constant. I dread watching it. I still watch it because it's my team and I support them, but it's dreadful. It's just every time they start off slow, and then they have to go a couple of goals down to then start pushing on and putting a performance in.
Jamie, let me ask you about Vicario. What do you make of him? Because I don't think we've talked about him enough. Apparently, Thomas Frank's come out.
He's dreadful. Yeah. He's dreadful. He pulls off. He will pull off a couple of decent saves. He's no good with his feet.
Nope.
He's no good at commanding that box at all.
And you know what I love about him? He'll do that mistake and he'll start shouting at his players. If I played with him, mate, I'm putting it on him.
Take some accountability. He's shocking. They play out from the back. We haven't got the players to play out from the back. They do it every time they get a goal kick. He sometimes ain't even taking the goal kicks, and they want to play it about at the back, and they invite the pressure on, and then they can't deal with the pressure, and it's constant. The PSG game. Yes, that was probably one of the better performances we've had this season, but then we was let down by 3 stupid mistakes. Twice they scored from the edge of the box because no one wanted to close him down. Similar thing today. Their right back closed in. No one was marking him. We can't also keep going back to this, change the manager. No. As you said just now, we've had Conte, we've had Mourinho. Mourinho got binned off 3 days before a cup final. That was what he was brought in. All because Levy didn't want to pay him the money that he would have had to pay him for winning that trophy.
Yep.
Conte spoke the truth after that Southampton game. And what he said was bang on. The players there don't want to win. Yes, we won the trophy last season. It's the second trophy in my lifetime of me supporting Spurs that we've won a trophy, and it was amazing. But what has it done for us? Nothing. We haven't kicked on. Nothing's changed. We've virtually gone. We tightened up a bit from the football that we had with Angela last season, but ultimately the results haven't changed. The home form is terrible. Like that, one win.
Mate,
they just can't.
do you know what, Jay?
keep
I'm
going around
going to
in
read
circles.
out the results of our home form, yeah? We lost 3-0 to Burnley at home. Then we lost 1-0 to Bournemouth at home. Then we got a late equaliser against Wolves at home, 1-0. We lost 2-1 to Villa at home. We lost 1-0 to Chelsea at home in one of the most abysmal London derbies I've ever seen. We then drew 2-2 with Man United. Again, Vicario, we should have won that. And then tonight, we lose 2-1 to Fulham. Earlier on, I was looking at the mistakes that Vicario has made for Spurs, yeah? And there's so many games. The FA Cup 4th round last year when he got bullied by Ake for the corner. You know, the North London derby where people were taking his gloves off and stuff. He has to go. January, buy a new keeper, be brave and bid him off. Thank you, Jamie. Let's go to Tom, who joins us on the Sports Bar Weekend. How are we, Tom?
Yeah, hi there. Good evening. Listen, what I want to say is I think Frank has to go. There's no clear game plan. When we walk out, you know, nobody knows what they're doing. Like, and you're sitting there watching it, and there's no, you know, there's no strategy.
There's no urgency, that's for sure.
There's no urgency. There's no strategy. You know, there's particularly up front, right? We've got the problem with Richarlison, right? He's I think we need Solanke to come back in. However, there's no focal point in the team, and obviously we are still missing Kulusevski and Maddison. I think that will change things, but as it stands, like, you know, we look lost. We look lost, and I don't know whether it's to do with Frank, the way that he sets the team up. But
Tom, can I get your opinion on this? I'm just reading about Thomas Frank speaking to the media after the game, and apparently on the booing of Vicario after his mistake, he said that's not a true Spurs fan. What do you make of those comments there from Frank?
About booing Vicario?
Yeah, after the mistake.
Look, you know, he shouldn't have been out on the left wing where he was. It's crazy. You know, he should have. You know, if you're out there, at least like launch the ball down.
That's trying to do step overs.
Right. Listen, it's not about launching the ball. What you do is you put it in row Z in the stand.
That's
you
the one.
kick it out or play,
100%.
and then they've got to get the ball back.
But you can also sort of look at Danso and Van der Ven. They should have also looked at and, you know, covered. However, you know, they were kind of sleepwalking. They didn't cover, and it's kind of diabolical, really.
I love that. That's a great word, by the way. Let's thank you very much, Tom. Listen, the number is 03717223344. Get those calls in right now. What I want to know from Spurs fans, I've just been reading, Thomas Frank has come out and said, if you booed Vicario tonight, then you are not a true Spurs fan. What do you make of that? Are you Thomas Frank out already? Do you give him more time? Is this the hangover that Spurs